All right, I think we're just about ready to get things rolling today. I think everything's a-okay. So let's begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of my series of Come Hang Out live streams. Almost forgot what this series was called for a minute. It's been a long weekend. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Today we have episode 96, Into the Stream. Really unoriginal title, as per usual for these things, but that's just how it goes here, I guess. If you guys have been here before, you know how it goes. Hey everyone, hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Today is Monday, the 14th of March, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Monday. First order of business, we need to go over our community, or not our community tab, excuse me, our streaming schedule. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and as always, I will provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab as per usual. So yeah, in terms of the streams for this week, obviously with daylight savings going on in the US, some of you guys might be seeing this stream maybe an hour early or an hour late. Not really sure which one it is. You guys can let me know in the chat. But yeah, here in the States for daylight savings, we changed our clocks ahead an hour for some reason. I don't know why. Daylight savings is stupid. That's just my opinion on that kind of stuff. But yeah, daylight savings happened. So streams are going to be at a different time for some people. To me, it is still 7 p.m. we start here. So yeah, another business, another news. Before we begin, we have a $1.99 donation from Alden. Thank you very much, Alden, for the $1.99. Ninja, rock the ninja go, haha. Good stuff, Alden. Thank you for the $1.99. Always appreciated. Pizza time, a good pizza time to start off the stream for today. Let's see, what else do we need to talk about? Really quick in terms of announcements. This week is going to be our 100th stream. On Friday it should be, if all goes according to plan. And you guys have been asking me, hey, what are you gonna do on the 100th stream, man? You gonna do something fun? Yes, actually, I am planning on doing something fun. I think we can do an extended stream that day, maybe do a little bit of a longer stream, maybe a couple hours instead of just 1 hour, as we usually do. And I was thinking about doing a super long trivia for that stream in particular. I think that could be fun, right? Something of that nature was brought up last week as a possibility, and I think that's going to be the most realistic option at this point. So on Friday, that's what we're going to be doing. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. What else do we got in terms of news? Anything else that we need to talk about? Oh yeah, the entirety of Ninjago got leaked over this past weekend, so there's that. We'll probably get into that here in a second. Obviously today we're just doing a casual laid-back stream. Am I on spring break? I am actually. I still have a few more things to do before I'm officially on spring break. I have a couple more assignments to finish up, but they are just super small, super straightforward. I was planning on getting those done tonight, actually. But yeah, I'm actually on spring break for the next 2 weeks, so thank goodness I can finally take a minute to breathe. I finally get a little bit of a break from school, and I can actually focus on doing other stuff aside from school. So yes, I am on spring break. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, so obviously with all the Ninjago stuff going on this past weekend, it's been a lot of stuff, been a lot of news, a lot of leaks and whatnot. Did I see Tommy Andreassen's tweet about the leaks? I did. I was actually considering doing a video on that because with the leaks and whatnot for Tommy Andreassen, his take on leaks is obviously kind of depressing. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. Think about it for a second. Think about it from his perspective. You and the Ninjago team work for months upon months trying to create something great, and then some random Yahoo on the internet leaks the entirety of your work in the span of about 6 seconds. That's pretty much what happened to poor Tommy and his team, and it does suck. It is unfortunate. It's not the best case scenario ever. In terms of like Ninjago leaks, obviously a lot of people tend to avoid that. But some folks, I don't know, some folks will just go out of their way to leak early information, and it is kind of unfortunate. I personally am not super thrilled that we're getting all of this information so quick. In case you guys don't know, over this past weekend, there were a ton of Ninjago leaks that got revealed. A whole bunch. And obviously it's not great, but, you know, it does provide us with information, so I guess there's that. It's kind of a double-edged sword, but I feel bad for Tommy and his team. I really do. That must be unfortunate. Do I think we could be getting longer episodes in 2023? I mean, maybe. We are getting some type of new thing in 2023 from what I can figure out. Again, with these leaks in general, I think it's safe to say these leaks are not going to be 100% correct, obviously. They're not going to be 100% accurate. So, you know, in terms of that, In terms of that kind of stuff, be wary of that. Some of this information may not be finalized. I'm not a leaker. I don't leak stuff from LEGO. I cover news and information. I don't personally go out of my way to leak things from official sources. That's not what I do. I've never done that, never will do that. So, don't give me spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers here. No spoilers here. I will be doing my best in the future to label videos, whether or not they will be spoiler-ish, so keep that in mind as well. For example, in today's video, I put in the title, possible spoilers. So, you know, just look out for stuff like that. If you don't want to know spoilers, probably stay away from videos that have spoilers in it. You can tell with my videos because I will put in the title, spoiler here, spoiler there. You guys get it. I'm going to try to do my best because, you know, honestly, with this information coming out, it's kind of difficult to manage your videos around this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Can you say my neo pronouns? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I know that trick. I know the Nicholas trick. I'm not doing that. But nice try though. GG, but I can see it coming a mile away. Hi, just got here. Welcome. Let's see. What else you guys got for me? The leaks make me less sad and more confused about the plot of the season. Yeah, they don't really answer much, do they? I think they leave more questions open and up in the air than they do answering questions. I think that is true. With the new leaks, there's a bunch of stuff that we still have no idea about what it's going to be. Like I said, the information is not finalized. It will be finalized once we actually get the episodes, which will be sometime this year. That's all I can really say about that. That's all I know personally. You guys know as much as I do. As a Ninjago fan, what's the thing I hate most about Ninjago? I think some of the cliches are pretty obnoxious. You know, some of the Ninjago stories have similar, similar plot points, similar structures, I guess you could say. Oh, the ninja lose their powers. Oh, the ninja team splits up and bad things happen. Oh, no dir, we've seen that for a bunch of other seasons before, eh? You know what I'm saying? I think some of that kind of stuff is a little bit annoying sometimes, but for the most part, the Ninjago seasons make themselves distinct and original, so that's good. It's not a huge problem by any means. Do I still talk to / are friends with the guys from my Ninjago IRL videos? Thought the guy that played Zane was cute. Ooh, woo. I still do talk to him. Yeah, he's one of my best friends to this day. Some of the other people in those videos I don't really talk to anymore. You know, obviously people grow apart, people grow up, people move away, stuff like that. We have our own paths in life. But him, yeah, I've kept in contact with him, obviously. Been one of my best friends since we were youngins, since I was about 4 or 5 years old. So, yes, I still talk to Mr. Zane Man from those videos, so don't you worry. Message you on Twitter about the pilot set tier. Could do on stream. Okay, I'll check my Twitter DMs after I wrap up with stream. How about that? Or maybe a little bit later tonight. I do have a lot of errands to run after stream wraps up. Got to go to Target and pick up some orders that I ordered yesterday. So, there you go. So, yeah, I'll check those out maybe a little bit later tonight. Finally got my wisdom teeth taken out today. Better than expected, even in the aftermath. Pain is a bit rough. Sorry to hear about that, man. I'm glad to hear that it was better than expected, though. I guess that's always good, right? It's always good when you're, you know, I guess dreading something happening, and then you realize that maybe it's not as bad as you might have hoped or might have thought. That's always good. Yeah, sorry to hear about the the old wisdom teeth being removed. Excuse me. I'm going to have to take a sip of my water. I do have water here. 2 water bottles that I'm working on for some reason. Both at once. The Batman? Yeah, Batman's really good. I was thinking about doing a review on it. I want to still. At this point, though, I'm not sure if I still would, and it would still be relevant. I don't know about that. It was pretty much the worst time for me to go try to review the Batman, because Ninjago leaks kept on coming out. I had to cover Ninjago news and stuff. Didn't really have time to make a Batman review, but I totally still could if that's something that you guys are still interested in, so keep that in mind. I've always wanted a red target ball. Yeah, remember when Pokemon Go was coming out and they painted the red target balls like Pokeballs? That was a weird time. Not every Target did that. My local Target didn't, from what I can remember. But I have seen Pokeballs in person, I guess, if I remember correctly, from Targets, but my local Target didn't do that. But a Target that I went to, I think did it a little bit out of the way. I don't know. I can't remember. I just remember Targets did that a lot. Season 12 pictures. Sure. Season 12. Where is it? There we go. Oh yeah, if you guys want to see a different set of background images every now and then, feel free to ask, and we can totally switch things up. No audio. I'm still seeing audio over here. Let me know if you guys have that problem. If anyone else is hearing or not hearing anything. So, I'm still seeing audio over here. I'm still seeing everything going well. Let's see. Shattered Glass Ninjago. That could be fun. I'm kind of hoping that we get that eventually for a Ninjago season. That could be cool. You know, the ninja meeting evil versions of themselves. We kind of saw that during Season 2 with the Bizarro Ninja, but I'm talking about they can enter a universe where the bad guys are good, the good guys are bad. That type of thing. That could be fun. Let's see. Gonna build that Dragon's Forge soon, so hello Maya. Yeah, one of the best parts about that set is the Maya minifigure for sure. The Dragon's Forge set, I remember feeling pretty happy about that set, not gonna lie, when I built it for the first time, especially the blacksmith portion. Not so much the dragon portion, but the blacksmith shop itself, really good build for sure. Favorite season? Season 4, Tournament. I am a big Tournament fan. Love Season 4. That is my all-time favorite Ninjago season. Other seasons have gotten close, but Season 4 is still my favorite. You know what would be really awesome in the next season? If at least one ninja had their powers throughout the whole season. What a dream that would be. I feel that, man. The ninja keep on losing their powers. It's kind of annoying. You kind of, at this point, it's kind of refreshing to have a fully powered up team of ninja for the entire season. Because every single season, it seems like somebody loses their powers, which is unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. That's what I'm talking about with Ninjago cliches. Sometimes they don't really need to be there, you know? Sometimes it's just a little bit repetitive. Let's see. Which starter am I going to pick for Pokemon Scarlet or Violet? I think I'm going to get Violet version unless I get both. But in terms of a starter, they're all pretty good except for the Duck. I'm not a huge fan of him. What's his name? Quaxley? I don't know. I like his name. He looks pretty funny. He looks like Donald Duck. I don't know if I'm going to get him, though, to be honest with you. I think we have enough water ducks. Maybe the grass cat, what's its name? Sprigatito, perhaps? Unless he stands up on 2 legs, which will be the ultimate nightmare for me. Please keep it on all 4s, man. That'd be nice. Otherwise, the little crocodile boy, he looks cool, too. Probably between the cat and the crocodile. But I'm more leaning towards the cat, because I like cats in real life. Freaking love cats, man. I've got 2 of them. I love cats so much I have 2 of them running around the house. I don't know where they are, though, right now. No cat owner knows where their cats are. Ever play a Final Fantasy game? I have not. I've seen very small bits of the Final Fantasy gameplay from some of my friends. I've seen some of the storylines or whatever, but I pretty much know nothing about Final Fantasy. Never played any of the games, though a lot of people have told me that I should totally get into that series. I just have not done so just yet. Yeah, new Sonic trailer. We got a trailer for the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Looks alright. Again, I'm not looking forward to that movie that much. I might go see it, though, maybe on a $5 Tuesday or whatever. I don't want to pay full price for that movie. Same deal with Morbius, man. I was just thinking today, I was like, man, Morbius, I don't want to go see Morbius. I'm certainly not paying full price for it. I'll pay for a $5, like 2 in the afternoon screening of Morbius. Same deal with Sonic. I do want to go see Sonic, though. Thought it was amazing as a major Sonic fan. Yeah, I'm sure Sonic fans had a blast with it. Me personally, though, I've never been a Sonic guy personally, but the movie looks alright. I kind of want to go see it. I like the first one enough, you know? It was okay. The tweets I made after my wisdom teeth removal were something. I'm going to have to check that out a little later. I haven't really been on Twitter so much this past weekend with all the Ninjago news going down. I've kind of just been off of social media, especially my Instagram, man. Have not been on Instagram for quite some time, I don't think. When was the last time I posted on there? I don't remember. Maybe it was last night and I'm just forgetting. Who knows? I have no idea. Couldn't tell ya. Ninjago news. Excited for Moon Knight. Yeah, Moon Knight looks good. I'm looking forward to Moon Knight. They released, I think, some new footage of that too recently, didn't they? Yeah, Moon Knight looks fun. Oscar Isaac. I love Oscar Isaac as an actor. I think Moon Knight is going to be a fantastic show. Hopefully, it doesn't, drop the ball in the last couple of episodes like several other Marvel Disney Plus shows have done. Fingers crossed for that. How's my day going today? It's going all right, as well as it could be, I guess you could say. We did get a whole bunch of snow last night, so that wasn't fun. About 8 inches I measured out in the yard, and it's super warm outside too, and it's going to be super warm all this week, so all of that snow, all 8 inches of that snow, will melt, and the entire yard, the driveways, all of it will be flooded soon, and I can't wait for that, man. So much fun. I love snow and flooding and everything in between. Nah, I was kind of angry when I woke up and saw snow. Season 4 pictures? Sure. You could do Season 4. But yeah, that's how my day's going. I still have a couple more errands to do. Like I said, I got to go to Target. after stream wraps up, pick up some groceries and stuffs. I also got a movie poster in the mail today, so I want to hang that up too. If anyone want to take a guess on what movie it is, it's a really bad movie from 2001, but I found a guy on eBay selling the poster for cheap, so I went ahead and got it. Spoilers, it's Jurassic Park 3. Not the biggest fan of that movie, but I do like the poster. The Jurassic Park 3 poster is quite nice, and I want it on my wall. Let's see. Have ever watched another show or movie and recognized one of the Ninjago voice actors in it? Happens to me pretty often. Yeah, I mean, the Ninjago voice actors in terms of like the TV show do all kinds of stuff that I watched when I was a kid. If anything, I recognize people from Ninjago that I've watched in other things. Like, for example, the Beast Wars series. I grew up on Beast Wars despite not being born in that time period. I love Beast Wars, the Transformers show, absolutely love it. And a lot of voice actors from that show went on to work in Ninjago. So I kind of recognize people in Ninjago from other things that I, that I watch or have watched as a kid. I have that happening more so than, oh, I recognize this guy from Ninjago. Though that does happen occasionally. So, is old-fashioned bad in my opinion? I think old-fashioned stuff in general, I think it just depends on the situation, you know? I think old-fashioned mindsets, like, I don't know, like politics and stuff like that, I'm not super big into, but like old-fashioned politic mindsets or whatever, hopefully that made sense. I don't think that pretty much applies to the modern day anymore, so I feel like in that sense, maybe old-fashioned is kind of bad. But then again, old-fashioned movies and whatnot are pretty great, especially in the modern day, when all we're getting is just the same movie over and over again. So I feel like it just kind of depends on the scenario, I guess you could say. Jurassic Park 3 was definitely the worst of the series, but it's just average, definitely better than other low points in the other franchises. Would even say Ninjago's Island is basically JP3. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I can kind of see where you're coming from there. Personally, in my opinion, Jurassic Park 3 is not the worst Jurassic Park movie, in my opinion. I still feel like Fallen Kingdom is the league's worst, but that's just my opinion. Jurassic Park 3, though, it's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I know it's not that great of a film, but I like watching it. I kind of grew up on that movie and the first one. Not so much Jurassic Park 2, though. Lost World, didn't really watch that one all that much. Kind of have the least amount of memories with that movie. But Jurassic Park 1 and 3, those were my childhood Jurassic Park films. Women are not funny. Yeah, like that mindset certainly doesn't apply anymore, right? I think we can all pretty much agree on that. Fallen Kingdom is awesome. Hey, no biggie, you know, opinions will be had. I just remember watching it with my mom in the theater and constantly checking my watch, waiting for it to end. I'm kind of concerned over this new one. Hopefully it's good. Speaking of which, do I think Jurassic World 3 will be good? It certainly has the potential to be. I mean, you have both casts coming together, the old and the new. I mean, it certainly looks like a fun movie. I'm excited to go see it. I'm totally going to go see it opening night. I hope it's good, though. You know, fingers crossed for that. I think it has an interesting concept. Lost World is actually so underrated. I actually watched Lost World recently, rewatched it because I'm trying to watch all the Jurassic Park movies to prepare for the new Jurassic World. And yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, Jeff Goldblum's fantastic in it, as per usual. I mean, he's pretty much good at anything he does personally. Yeah, not my favorite Jurassic Park movie though, but still nowhere near as bad as, like, you know, again, in my opinion, Fallen Kingdom. But again, that's just me. Ever had a fish? How long did it live? Mine made it through a full 2 months. Nice. I've had 2 fish throughout my life. I had a fish when I was younger named Flipper, I think his name was. I think I was like 6. I remember he died pretty early. And then my other fish that I had, he was a red fish, and I geniusly named him Lightning McQueen because, of course, he was red. And Lightning McQueen was also red, and I was 7 years old and I loved cars. So yeah, Lightning McQueen, he perished after about a week as well. I think, I don't think I've had a fish that lasted longer than a couple of weeks. So, you know, props on your fish for making it through a full 2 months, man. That's impressive. Your fish made it 3 years? Good Lord, what were you feeding that fish, man? That fish is like a Chad, alpha fish, you know? Good Lord, I've never heard of a fish lasting that long. Yeah, ka-chow, rest in peace, Lightning McQueen. I think we, I don't know, what do you do with dead fish? I can't remember what we did with it. I think we buried it, to be honest with you guys. I think I buried it. I was like 7 years old. Forgive me. Like to watch terrible movies for fun. Favorite worst movie ever made is called Showgirls. Don't watch if you're under 18. It's NC-17. I have not heard of that film, to be honest with you. One of my favorite bad movies. Oh man, bad movies are fantastic, man. The Happening, starring Mark Wahlberg, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. What a film that was. It's not good, but it's almost one of those movies where it's so terrible that it's actually somewhat decent. It's entertaining at least. It's totally not a good movie though. Check it out, The Happening. Mark Wahlberg. If you want to kill some brain cells. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. Hey, where the tripods at? Hey, it's me, Mark Wahlberg. Hey, what you doing over there? I love Mark Wahlberg. Don't look up what he did in the 80s, though. He has a pretty troubled past. Let's just leave it at that. What kinds of dinosaurs am I hoping to see in a Ninjago dinosaur season? Ooh, maybe some historically accurate velociraptors? That could be fun, right? In terms of like cosmetics, like talking purely design based for dinosaurs, you know, real life creatures, I do like when movies make them have feathers. I think that's cool. I think we're actually going to see some of those in the new Jurassic World movie, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, maybe if Ninjago ever did a dinosaur season, maybe you could totally have some feathered dinosaurs in there. That could be fun, right? If you want a bad movie, watch the 90s Captain America. Oh, dude, I have not watched that movie, but I've seen the costume. They have rubber ears on the side of his head. What is going on there? Some bad movies are just awful. Like, you just can't sit through them. Like, what's a good example of a bad movie that's just awful to watch? Batman and Robin. I cannot watch Batman and Robin ever again. That movie is bad, but it's not even entertaining bad. It's just bad, you know? It's just awful. Have ever seen the movie Mac and Me? The wheelchair scene in that movie freaking kills me every time. I have not seen Mac and Me. What movie was I thinking of when I read that? Marley and Me. But that's more of a sad film from what I can recall, right? Marley and Me. Ever seen Miraculous? The Miraculous Ladybug? I think I've not seen that, if that's what you're referring to. I have not seen that. If the Eternals were Ninjago characters, who would I have on the team? I can't even remember most of the Eternals. Gilgamesh was probably my favorite, so I definitely put him on there. Athena was cool, from what I can recall. Even who's the Superman guy? Icarus. Icarus is kind of cool too, but he's kind of a jerk from what I can recall from the Eternals film. Maybe those three, because those are the only three that I can remember right now. Maybe Kingo. There's another one that I can recall. Kingo. Replace Jay with Kingo, because same actor or whatever. There you go. That works, right? Do I like Transformers 4? Not really. I like some aspects of that film, but that's another one of those Transformers movies that's just straight up bad in my opinion. Not good. I remember being so excited for that movie. Little 14-year-old me was pumped to go watch Transformers 4, and then it came out, and I think I was in denial for a short period of time, because I was convinced that the movie was awesome, and then I rewatched it again when it came out on Blu-ray, bought the Blu-ray and watched it, and I remember just thinking, wow, this was not that good. I was just in denial for like 3 months, I guess, thinking it was awesome. But no, Transformers 4 is not good. I don't like it. Movie I never finished because it was just bad was A Wrinkle in Time. It's the only movie I've ever fallen asleep through. Wrinkle in Time I have not seen, but I've only heard bad things about it. Actually, recently, I tried to watch the new Netflix movie, The Atom Project, with Ryan Reynolds and Mark Wahlberg. I didn't like it. I turned it off about halfway through. I was like, dude, this movie is not for me. And I stick it out. You know, usually I watch movies the entire way through before I judge it. Wasn't really feeling The Atom Project, not gonna lie. I think it was from the same guy that did Free Guy, right? If I'm not mistaken. So maybe that explains why I didn't like it all that much, because I don't like the movie Free Guy either. What did I think about A Wrinkle in Time? Haven't seen it, couldn't tell you. Season 5 pictures? Sure. Do I like Spider-Man 3? Yes, Spider-Man 3 is funny. That's a good example of a funny, bad movie. And honestly, Spider-Man 3, there's some good stuff in that movie. Like the black suit Spider-Man is awesome. All this stuff with Sandman is pretty good, but I really don't like all the James Franco, Harry Osborn loses his memory stuff. That kind of stuff I don't like. You know, if they were to take all that out of the movie, I think Spider-Man 3 would have been 10 times better. I don't think it's that terrible of a movie. There's certainly some bad parts in it, but you know, it's not a bad movie. Certainly watchable in my opinion. This is something else. I love Spider-Man 3. You know, I'm just gonna say it. Spider-Man 3 is awesome. Do I like horror movies? I don't, because I'm a weenie. Horror movies I can kind of get into. You know, it just depends on the horror movie. Certain horror movies I really like Scream. What's another example? The Thing from the 70s. That movie's fantastic. One of my favorite horror movies. But it seems like a lot of modern day horror movies aren't all that great to me. You know, I'm more of a fan of like old school horror movies. Anywhere from the 70s to the mid 2000s, that era, I like a lot. Do I think we should avoid leaks for the next Ninjago season? I personally know that I'm not going to be avoiding leaks, to be honest with you guys. I'm probably going to be sticking through, checking out all the leaks and whatnot, covering news on this channel. But if you guys don't want to know anything about the next Ninjago season, I would recommend avoiding leaks, to be honest with you guys. Especially the videos of mine where you see spoilers in the title. Don't watch those videos. Yeah, that is true. I can't really avoid leaks because it's kind of my job. That is true. I know I'm going to be doing this until the day I croak. So, yeah. I'd say if you don't want to know anything, avoid the leaks. But I personally am going to have to check it out. Taking another sip of my water. The T-Rex had feathers for its Jurassic World Dominion prologue. Did it actually? That's awesome. Again, feathers on dinosaurs. I'm a fan of that. I just think aesthetically it looks better, and I think it's more realistic, right? So yeah, that's cool. Adam Project and Free Guy have the same director. Yeah, and I heard he's also directing Deadpool 3, so I'm not super excited about that anymore. If I didn't like Free Guy, and if I didn't like the Adam Project, part of me thinks I'm not going to like Deadpool 3, which sucks, because I love Deadpool 1 and 2. Specifically Deadpool 1. I think Deadpool 1 is fantastic. But it still has the same writers, though, right? So I think it'll be okay. Poll, please? Sure, you guys want to do a poll? Shoot me some poll ideas, and we can totally do a poll. We have time. When do I honestly think Ninjago will end? It's hard to say. Even if the Ninjago series, or even if the Ninjago TV show, or this current batch of ninja, if their story ends next year, for example, the Ninjago series will probably still be going, you know? It's one of LEGO's evergreen themes. You could make it run for a super long time, you know? It's hard to say when it might actually end. Poll idea, best terrible movies. I mean, maybe if we did a poll that wasn't Ninjago related for a change, maybe that could work out. But what terrible movies should we put on the poll, though? Like, what type of terrible movie should we put on there? Give me some examples. Ever got into a food fight at school? No, my school was pretty tame. We didn't really have, like, food fights or whatever. Every once in a while, somebody would just get pushed in the hallway, and that was basically the highlight of our month. It's like, oh, no. Someone got shoved in the hallway. The world's coming to an end. We just mainly had a bunch of, what's the proper term for this? Bunch of idiots at my school, to be honest with you. Space Jam 2. Yep, that one's going on the list. For sure. Fantastic Four 2015. Sure. We'll slap that on the list too. Fant 4 stick. Not good. What are we doing? Best worst movie? Okay. Best movie of these bad movies. Let's do that. What did I say so far? What do we have on there? Space Jam 2. Yep, that one's going on there. Hated Space Jam 2. Fant 4 stick. Yep, I'm not even going to call it Fantastic Four. It's Fant 4 stick. What else do we got here? Transformers 5. Absolutely. Slap that on the list. And one more. What should we do? The Emoji Movie. I like that. A little fight in you. I like that. All right, so we have Space Jam 2, Fant 4 stick, Transformers 5, and the Emoji Movie. I almost just wrote the emoji. What a lineup here. Honestly, of these 4 films, I think I'd probably pick Transformers 5, to be honest with you. I don't want to watch that movie again, but if I had to pick one of these 4 movies, I'd probably pick that one. And if you haven't seen any of these movies, leave a comment. What's your least favorite movie that you've ever seen? Last Night's the most bearable. Yeah, of this list, it totally is. I'd rather watch Megatron kill Anthony Hopkins than watch Fant 4 stick again. That actually happened in Transformers 5, and it was the dumbest thing ever. Thor the Dark World. Honestly, I don't think Thor the Dark World is as bad as some of these other movies that we have on here. It's certainly more watchable than something like Space Jam 2. That's for sure. Space Jam 1 isn't that bad either. The Avatar movie? Are you talking like the Last Airbender movie? Because if so, yeah, that movie's awful. But Avatar, like the James Cameron Avatar, it's not terrible. It's just kind of forgettable. It's just kind of awful, you know? Well, no, it's not awful. It's just forgettable. My bad. It's not awful. Suicide Squad 2016. Yeah, that movie's terrible. I don't like Suicide Squad. Even Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey is not all that great in my opinion. But the Suicide Squad. Now there you go. That's the superior Suicide Squad right there. Can't believe Spider-Verse and the Emoji Movie were made by the same studio, polar opposites in quality. Yep, Sony Animation is very inconsistent when it comes to their animated films. You either get something super great like Spider-Verse or something god-awful like the Emoji Movie. There's no in-between from what I can figure out. I hate the Emoji Movie so much. Does anyone really like the Emoji Movie, though? I've never met a single person that actually likes that movie. Hate Justice League 2017, was in denial about how bad it was at first, but every time I see it, it just gets worse and worse. Yeah, let's just pretend that that doesn't exist, especially since the Snyder Cut is out, and that's the definitive Justice League movie. The 2017 Justice League no longer exists, by any means. I think everybody can kind of agree on that, right? Am I going to do a video on this being the final Ninjago season? That may or may not be the video coming tomorrow. It's hard to say. I totally didn't already record that. What? No. Yeah, that'll be up tomorrow. That's the plan for tomorrow's video. I already have the thumbnail made, already recorded the gosh dang thing. I just need to edit it as I get home tonight, or when I get home from running errands and whatnot, going out into the cold abyss of 9 inches of snow, or whatever I said earlier. Trying to go to Target to buy storage bins. That's what my plan is. Season 15 images? Sure. We could totally do that. Seabound. There we go. I dare you to cuss. Okay, get ready, guys. I'm going to say a bad word. Heck. Blasphemy. No, I can't really swear on here because of monetization or whatever. Every once in a while, you might hear me kind of drop a bad words here and there by accident, but I'm totally not doing it on purpose. I want to keep these streams as monetized as humanly possible. That would be preferred. I'm sure you guys can understand. I got bills to pay. I got to put food on the table. I got to feed my 2 cats. It's got a shiny Ditto finally. Nice. Oh my god, I can't believe you said heck. I can't believe you've done this. Drop an F-bomb. Friends. There's an F-bomb for you. We're all friends here, yeah. Like DreamWorks with Shrek and Boss Baby, inconsistent quality. Yep, it's like night and day. Boss Baby is awful. Actually, for Christmas this year, my brother and sister got me Boss Baby on Blu-ray as like a joke. And I was like, oh, thanks for Boss Baby. What was that? Did you guys just hear that? One of the cats in here? I don't know. Just heard something. Strange. Why does Kahoot copyright claim? That's a good question. And it doesn't even copyright for audio. It copyrights for footage. And I'm like, dude, this quiz is my original thing, right? I don't know how you can copyright claim that. But yeah, usually the Kahoot streams get claimed. But that's all right. Because 4 of the 5 streams throughout the week stay monetized. So, you know. I think there might be a cat under my chair or something. I have no idea. Least decent Tremors movie? My least favorite, you mean? Probably 6. Which one's that one? Cold Day in HE double hockey sticks? Yeah, that one's not great. I like the first Tremors, and the second one's not too bad either. Those are pretty much the only like super great ones in my opinion. Where I live, it's going to be warm and it's going to rain on Friday, so maybe a tornado will happen again like last week. Ooh, fingers crossed it doesn't happen, man. Tornadoes are not fun. I've been in a couple of tornadoes throughout my day. A bunch of tornado watches and whatnot as well. And yeah, it's not fun. Fingers crossed. Hopefully that does not happen for you. Have I seen Tusk? Tusk is one of the weirdest movies I have ever seen in my existence. Tusk? Oh my goodness. Tusk is a very strange film directed by Kevin Smith. If you guys don't know, where Justin Long, the main character, gets turned into a human walrus, and it sounds just about as weird as it is. But I love it. It's so bizarre, and I can't believe the movie even got off the ground, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, Tusk, I've seen it. Go check it out if you want to be disturbed. It's a good movie to check out, right? The 6th Halloween movie also sucks. The worst movie I've ever seen. The only Halloween movies I've ever seen is the original and the 2, I guess, modern day Halloweens. The original, or not the original, but the Halloween from 2018 and then Halloween Kills, I think is the second one, right? I've seen those 2. Plus the first one. BRB gonna go look up Tusk. All right, man, it's your funeral. Can I ask you a Transformers question? Of course, we're all friends here. We're all hanging out. Drop some random questions. This is totally a Q&A stream at this point. We're just talking about whatever comes to mind. So, yeah, of course. You can ask me whatever you want as long as it's stream appropriate. Should Moro come back? I don't know. Moro's story is kind of done with, right? Here's what I was thinking, though. To bring back another villain, I think if you were to make a Ninjago, I guess, reboot, if you will, following, you know, a future group of characters, a future ninja team, I guess you could say. You could totally bring back the Time Twins and just have them pop up in the future and then face off against the new team of ninja. I think that could be fun. That'd be a good way to bring back the Time Twins. Do it in the future. Have I seen Human Centipede? Same director as Tusk. Is it actually the same director, Kevin Smith? It's very strange. Human Centipede, yes, I have seen it. I watched it when I was way too young, so if you want to watch Human Centipede for God knows what reason, wait until you're a little older, all right? Any of the youngins in the chat, wait until you're a little older before you can ask your parents to show you Human Centipede. It's a very interesting movie. Some would argue it's an art film. I would argue it's not art. Some movies are art. That one is not. But yes, I have seen it. Not proud about that, but I have seen it. Can't wait for Halloween Ends. Is that the next one? Halloween Kills, the second one, right? That's that one. I remember not caring for that one too much, honestly. Halloween Kills. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like 50-50 for me. I didn't like it as much as I probably hoped I would have, but I still will watch the Halloween Ends when it comes out next year. That's for sure. So I hate Tremors 3 through 6. 3 is not great. 4 is okay. 5 is dumb. 6 is dumb. And 7 is not as dumb, but still pretty dumb. That's my quick ranking on all the Tremors films. Aside from what you guys already know. How I feel about 1 and 2. Best male Ninjago character who's not a ninja. Honestly, Benthamar is pretty good. I like Benthamar a lot. He might be one of my favorite side characters, especially following Seabound, you know? Benthamar's awesome. Probably one of the best male characters that's not a ninja, for sure. Let's see. Did Morrow come back? No, Morrow did not come back. He probably won't come back. Morrow's resting in pieces in the departed realm. He's probably not coming back. Season 13 pictures, sure. What would I do if Ninjago ended? Not sure, but I guess we'll cross that bridge if we ever get to it, eh? For right now, I plan on still doing Ninjago videos. It's what I like to do. I have fun doing it. And, it just works out. Works out for me. Sam Jackson has the highest on-screen kill count. He's killed over 1,000 people on screen. That's impressive. I heard recently, though, that Jonah Hill has the record for most swear words ever said on screen. Sam Jackson's in second place for that. You would think that Sam Jackson would be first in that, but no, it's Jonah Hill. I didn't know about the killing over 1,000 people on screen thing. That's insane. Good on you, Sammy J. We love Sammy J here. Sam Jackson's probably one of my favorite actors in all of cinema. He's so great, man. Sam Jackson's awesome. I've been having an urge to simp for women, and that's probably because it's a women's month. I mean, you do you, man. Whatever floats your boat. Me personally, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm just kind of hanging out right now. Not really doing much of anything. So, you guys know how it goes. Am I mad that Chris Pratt won't voice Emmett in the Lego Movie 3? I don't even think they're making a Lego Movie 3, right? I don't think that's possible. Will Smith is awesome. Will Smith is okay depending on the role, I think. Will Smith's not my favorite. But, he's all right in some roles, like I said. Not super great in other roles. In Suicide Squad, he's awful. But in something like, I don't know, what's a good Will Smith movie? Men in Black? He's pretty funny in Men in Black, I will say. Am I streaming from the Oni Cloud? No, I'm streaming from my bedroom. What are you talking? Oni Cloud? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, it's me, Mark Wahlberg. Hey, where the tripod's at? For me, every month is Women's Month. As it should be. Do I like Encanto? I do like Encanto. I thought it was pretty cute. Oh, speaking of Disney movies, hey, I watched Turning Red over this past weekend. Any of you guys watch that? The new Pixar film, Turning Red? Thought it was okay. Certainly not the best Pixar movie ever, but certainly nowhere near the worst. I thought it was actually pretty good. Spies in Disguise. Oh, Spies in Disguise. I do own the Blu-ray for it, to be honest. I do own Spies in Disguise. Kind of another guilty pleasure movie. It's not great, but it's actually it's funny. It's Will Smith and Tom Holland. Might be my favorite Will Smith film. Let's end off the best of the bad movies poll. The Emoji Movie and Space Jam 2 are pretty much neck and neck. Who's gonna win? Let's see. Who's gonna win? The Emoji Movie. Hey, Fant Four Stick actually came in at last there. Wait, the Emoji Movie won for best movie of these bad movies? Nah, man, Transformers 5 is much better than the Emoji Movie, for sure. Like Turning Red, gave it a 6 out of 10. I'd say I'd give it like a 7. I liked it a lot.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. We have a $4.99 from Jose. What is your comment, Jose? Who's the crazy villain? The Joker from who's a crazier villain? The Joker from DC or the Green Goblin from Marvel? I'd say Joker is more insane, I guess. The Green Goblin, I think he has more of like a reason, I suppose you could say. The Joker is more random. I'd say the Green Goblin is more strategic. So they're both on similar wavelengths of, I guess, crazy, but you know, it is what it is. I prefer the Green Goblin personally. The Joker is cool though, as well. Thank you, Jose, for the $4.99. Always appreciated. What do I think about Mr. E coming back? I mean, he was listed in the sets, so I guess that's not really a spoiler by any means, but I mean, you know. Alright, I'm curious to see what they do with this character. Maybe we'll see something different this time. Who's to say? Let's see. What else you guys got? Cars 1 and 2 is better than Cars 3. I'd say Cars 1 is probably the best. Cars 3 is okay, and Cars 2 is not that great. It goes from good to okay to awful. It's my ranking of the Cars films really quick in case you guys were interested. Let's see. Poll idea. Most annoying trope. Snakes losing powers, Wu not telling the ninja anything, or Zane nearly getting killed. I like that idea. Let's do that. We're doing best... Oh, most annoying. All right. Most annoying trope. Sounds good to me. So what were the options here? Snakes. I'm going to say snakes ... Again. All right. Ninja losing powers. All right, fair enough. That gets kind of annoying sometimes. Wu not telling the ninja anything. I'm going to say Wu keeping secrets that he should probably reveal, you know, so the ninja don't die for his sake. And Zane near-death experiences. Let's just do that. All right. I like that. Most annoying Ninjago trope. Feel free to take a vote. What's the most annoying? We've seen a lot of these happen a lot, but which one is the most annoying? Cars 2 doesn't exist. I agree with that. Am I a fan of Four Town now? I don't know, man. Four Town, for me at least, Four Town didn't really appeal to me all that much. You know a fictional boy band that is kind of cool, though? If you watch Bob's Burgers, Boys for Now. I like their songs. Four Town, I'm not super big on. I agree, though. Why is it Four Town if there's 5 of them? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It brought out my Italian side. I am Italian, so I can make the jokes. Haha, spaghetti, lasagna. I can make those jokes without it being offensive to Italian people, because I am one of them. That's how the world works at this point, right? When Seabound got announced, I was hoping we'd get mermaid villains, but we ended up getting underwater snakes. Yeah, mermaid villains would have been so much better. I don't like the underwater snakes. Actually, they're eels, they're not snakes. I don't know, they still use the same snake mold as the other snakes, so I'm gonna call them snakes. Do I think that they'll reveal Mr. E's identity? Maybe they'll go the route this time of, hey, Mr. E is Echo Zane. I can see them doing that, but I don't know for sure. To me, it just kind of seems like maybe Mr. E is just going to be rebuilt and come back like that. So, you know, it is what it is. The Fold is the best boy band. I agree wholeheartedly. The Fold, excellent band for sure. Season 8 pictures. You got it. Season 8 it is. Let's see. Favorite DreamWorks movie? Favorite DreamWorks movie? Probably the How to Train Your Dragon films. That trilogy is awesome. I think my favorite of those 3 is number 2. I'd say How to Train Your Dragon 2 is the best of the 3, to be honest with ya. Do I like Narnia? Nah, I never really got into Narnia. Growing up, a lot of my classmates and friends used to read the Narnia books all the time. I never did. I never got into them. I was more focused on reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is true literature right there. That's like the Shakespeare of our generation. Who's your favorite Family Guy character? None of them. Family Guy's an awful show. With that being said, though, my favorite character, probably Joe Swanson. He's probably the funniest. Hey, Peter. I can't do a good Joe Swanson, but you get what I'm saying. You pick up what I'm putting down, right? Joe Swanson, best boy. Change my mind. Cars 2 is my favorite. The soundtrack is amazing. Epic explosions and Mater gets development. Ah, yes. Character development for my favorite fictional character, Mater the tow truck from the Cars franchise. I mean, the explosions were cool from what I remember seeing it in the theater. I like I liked seeing all the violence. It was kind of out of place for a Cars movie, though, to be honest with you. I was surprised that the movie was still rated G, considering all the death and destruction that goes on in that movie. But, you know, I guess it was all right in that aspect. It just was kind of a departure from what we saw in Cars 1. It made Cars 1 so wholesome, and then they made Cars 2 a Michael Bay movie, essentially. Hey, hello, Peter. Best animated boy band is Boys Who Cry. True. I need foreplay when I cry. Now, you're right. Best non-ninja character. Well, I'd say maybe like somebody like Skylar, right? She's not technically a ninja. I'd also say Maya. You guys know I like Maya. Like her a lot. I think she's one of the best Ninjago characters that's not a ninja. So I'd say Maya or Skylar. You could pick either or. It'd be fine by me. Cars 2 is the reason why we don't use alternative fuels. Oh, yeah. You can't do that, huh? No, I can't shoot web fluid from my wrist, Tobey Maguire. What the heck? Hey, Peter, let's get Boba at Laffy's. That's about right. Doc Ock shows up in the Ninjago series. Hello, Lloyd. Do I think Vanya will come back in season 16? I hope so. Vanya would be awesome to see come back. I mean, she's a great character, so I'd love to see her come back. If they ever do get a chance to bring her back, of course, they should probably take that chance. Let's see. Best Spider-Man movies, Tobey, Andrews, or Tom's? That's a difficult question, because Tobey has Spider-Man 3, which isn't the best. Andrew Garfield has Amazing Spider-Man 2, which also isn't the best. For Tom Holland's movies, all three of his movies have been pretty decent, in my opinion. Homecoming was good. Far From Home was slightly less good, but still good. No Way Home is fantastic. I'd say maybe Tom's movies. I think there's more consistency going on there. And plus, in No Way Home, you get all three of them. So it's like the best of all the worlds, you know? You just get the best of everything. With that being said, though, Spider-Man 2 is probably still one of my favorite live-action Spider-Man movies. But No Way Home is probably my all-time favorite. So, I'd say Tom's movies, personally. Season 9 pictures? Sure. Space Jam 2 supports the stereotype that remakes are awful. Yep, that's about right. Space Jam 2 is a prime example of a 20-year-old sequel that did not need to happen. No, we don't need Space Jam 2. I can't wait to see Space Jam 3 by the time I'm 80. I'm sure it's going to be just as good, if not better, than Space Jam 2. Fantastic. Oh yeah, the movie is no longer on sale, by the way, at my local Target. Told you guys last week that I found it at Target for like $10 or whatever I said. Still too expensive. I'm not going to buy Space Jam 2 for $10. You're out of your mind. And now they've taken it back away. They've bumped up the price now to $25. And that's like, yes, I will buy it now. Thank you. No, I'm still not going to buy it. Still better than Barnes & Noble charging $40 for Space Jam 2. Oh my goodness. Outrageous. Don't buy movies at Barnes & Noble unless you're like super rich. Unless you're Richie Rich, then yeah, totally go for it. The only movie I've ever wanted a remake of is Lord of the Flies. The movie from the 80s was terrible. Want a remake now? Yeah, I can kind of see that. I've read the Lord of the Flies book, and I think I've watched one of the film adaptations for it. Not sure which one I've seen, though. I think there's multiple, right? But yeah, I think they could do a remake similar to the book. I remember really liking the book when I read it during high school. So, I agree. Let's see. A lot of like books to movies, though, from what I can tell, aren't super great. One that I do really enjoy, though, is Great Gatsby. I love the Great Gatsby movie with Tobey Maguire and DiCaprio. That's a really good movie. Some variations from the book, but still pretty good nonetheless. I like it. Think it would be fun to see Vanya teaching Cole how to fly. That would be super cute, and I need to see it now. Yes, we need that happening. I've never thought about that, but we need it happening. It's like, here you go, Cole. I'll teach you how to fly. Let me hold your hands for you. And then the entire audience can be like, oh my goodness, they're canonically together. Let's go. No, that sounds cute. I want that to happen now. Who's winning the poll? Let's see. It's a good idea. Let's look back at the poll. Which is the most annoying trope? Woo keeping secrets. I can kind of see that. You know, it's like, hey, ninjas, there's something that I haven't told you. So go, thanks, Woo. What villain from your past is coming to take out their revenge on us this time? I can't wait. Oh, it's a flaming snake lady? Fantastic. Oh, she stole Kai's powers? Cool. We love to see it. Yeah, thanks, Master Woo. The next one up is snakes again. I can agree that's kind of getting annoying. Snakes again. Do I think Skylar knows Spinjitzu? Probably not, but I can't imagine it would be super difficult to teach her Spinjitzu, right? Terminator or Rambo? Gonna go with Terminator there. Terminator 1 and 2 are fantastic. Rambo, only the first one is worth anything, in my humble opinion. 2002 Spider-Man is technically the first MCU movie now after No Way Home. See, I don't really agree with that. I've seen a lot of people say that, but it's from an entirely separate universe. It's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you know? That started with Iron Man. The first Spider-Man movie took place in an entirely separate universe. That version of Spider-Man then jumped into the MCU, which is its own universe. I don't know. It kind of gets confusing. I can kind of see both sides in that argument, I guess you could say. Is X-Men Last Stand bad? I don't think it's the worst X-Men movie, but it's certainly not great. Somewhere near the middle. The X-Men movies are very much hit or miss. Some of them are great, some of them are awful. Some of them are in between. There's not a level of consistency with the X-Men films. I'll tell you that much. You guys know how it goes. As I take a sip of my water, Ninjago Secrets of Wu. That would be an awesome season. They could just sit Master Wu down on the floor. They could all surround him in a circle, and they'll be like, all right, here's a notebook, here's a pen. I want you to write down every single villain that you've wronged in the past and where they are currently. That way we can at least set up some defenses, or at least be somewhat prepared. And then Master Wu could spend the entire season just telling stories about his past. We wouldn't see the stories through flashbacks. It would just be him explaining it, and we would just stare at Master Wu the entire time for the entire 11-minute duration, and the season would be 30 episodes long. That would be an awesome season. Yes, please. You could do an 18+ stream where some of the viewers join an online game of Cards Against Humanity. That sounds a lot of fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm not sure how we would do that, though, right? Like, how would we verify ages? I don't know. I think that is a good idea, and that does sound like fun. I'm not sure exactly how we would do that in terms of, like, execution, though. But Cards Against Humanity, that's a fantastic game. I play it all the time with my family and my friends. It gets pretty fun, all things considered. If you guys haven't played Cards Against Humanity, I'd recommend checking it out, but only if you are old enough. Only if you're old enough. I don't want to see no 12-year-olds playing Cards Against Humanity, all right? Ask your parents before going online. Welcome to the Disney Channel. 30 episodes, it should at least be 60. It should be as long as it needs to be. That should be the entire Ninjago reboot, is just Master Wu just telling stories. You won't even need to hire any other voice actor aside from the poor soul that plays Master Wu. Let's end off the most annoying trope poll. Wu keeping secrets has won for the most annoying Ninjago trope. I agree. I agree that's not great. And let's turn things over to rapid fire questions, because we only have a few more minutes left in the stream. Few more minutes left, so let's get some rapid fire questions in the chat. That'll be a pretty good way to round out the stream, and then we will call it quits from there for today, because we are almost out of time. Favorite Disney Channel show? Oh, probably one of the Zack and Cody's. The one where they're on the boat, I think, is my preferred Zack and Cody anime, if you wanted my honest opinion on that. Let's see. I think Wu might need a few notebooks. Yeah, he would fill up a whole lot of those notebooks. Did we start early? No, actually. Daylight savings happened in the States, so it might be a little bit early for some of you guys. Maybe the time might be a little bit off. But here in the States, we still started at normal time because of daylight savings, the dumbest thing that humans have invented. Here's my thoughts on that. How did I feel when Harumi betrayed the ninja in Sons of Garmadon? I remember thinking, oh, that's pretty obvious. I could see it coming. I don't think it was as shocking as the show thought it was. I'd say it was pretty expected, to be honest with you guys. Wu was doing that in Spinjitzu Brothers. Yeah, that's pretty much the plot of Spinjitzu Brothers, and he's wronged a couple of villains in that series so far, too. So maybe we'll see them pop up in Ninjaga's future. Who's to say? Have I seen Love is War? Started watching it. I've seen the first season, haven't seen the second season aside from the opening, which both openings for Love is War, fantastic anime openings. Like, beautiful music, beautiful opening all around. Love it. But no, I have not yet seen season 2. It's pretty good, though. I like Chica. Chica, best girl. Changed my mind. Favorite Cartoon Network show? Ninjago, right? That's a Cartoon Network show, or at least it was at one point in time. Aside from Ninjago, I liked Adventure Time, Regular Show, Amazing World of Gumball, stuff like that. Never really got into Teen Titans or anything like that. Do I like Daylight Savings Time? I do not. Daylight Savings is pretty dumb, all things considered. It kind of throws you off for the first couple of days, but then your body gets used to it. What do I consider to be the worst movie of all time? Recently, the worst movie that I think I've seen is Fant 4 Stick. That's probably my least favorite movie that I've watched recently. So yeah, Fantastic Four from 2015 might be one of the worst movies that I've ever seen. It's not great. What's daylight savings? Daylight savings time is when us Americans, the geniuses that we are, decide that our clocks are wrong, and we all decide collectively as a single unit to change our clocks either back an hour or forward an hour, depending on the trajectory of the sun or something. I don't know. The American government made it up, and it's dumb. Basically, time changes, and nobody knows why. That's daylight savings in a nutshell. Again, coming out of the grand old USA, the greatest country in the world. Except not really. Have I seen the new Sonic trailer? I have seen the new Sonic trailer. It looks fun, but I'm not really super excited for Sonic 2. I'm probably going to go watch it, but it's not like my most anticipated movie of the year or anything like that. It looks harmless enough. Do I think Skylar will wield golden power? That's a difficult question to answer because we've seen Ninjago staff say in the past that Skylar probably couldn't, handle golden power.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. It would make her explode for some reason. So I'd say maybe if she handles golden power, it might react to her similar to how she, handled Garmadon's power in Season 9. So not at all. I think that's how it would go down. We have a $1.99 pizza time from Breezy Blastoise. Thank you very much. That's an awesome username. Will Nelson become the next Master of Wind? I think there's a good chance that he might, especially if he's going to be truly joining up with the ninja team during Season 16. If that leak is correct, then sure, why not? Give him the wind power. Give him something, because little Nelson can't be out there riding his bike when the Overlord's blowing up Ninjago City again. You got to give him some type of power, Japan is a genius for inventing anime. Oh yeah, my thoughts exactly. Thoughts on Transformers Rise of the Beasts? Looking forward to it. I wish we knew more about it right now. I want to see some type of trailer, maybe some footage. But, that time will come. But I'm excited for it as a Transformers fan. Sounds good to me. Season 3 pictures. We could probably end off on Season 3. Not sure how many pictures you will see from Season 3 since we're almost out of time. But sure. Why not? As I massage my neck because my throat hurts. Do I like Minecraft? I want to buy Minecraft, but I can't afford $29.95. Yeah, Minecraft's good. Haven't played it in a while, but I remember having a lot of fun with it back when I was younger. Minecraft is a fine game. Some of the Minecraft YouTubers, though, are kind of obnoxious, but that's about it. I like the game. I kind of want to play it again at some point. Favorite Garmadon line? Why is the first one that I thought of, I have no son? Why is that the first one that came to my mind? I have no son. I don't know, probably that one. I like some lines from the movie where it's like, hey, look at this, I have 4 arms. It looks like I'm making out with 2 different people. Stuff like that is funny. Stuff like that is pretty funny. Garmadon's got some good one-liners in the movie. But in the show, sure, I have no son. Why not? Why are you smiling? Maybe I'm happy. That's not an I'm happy smile. Ah, my son. Yes, that one. Perfect. That's awesome. From Season 3, Episode 2. Garmadon walks through the door. Ah, my son. I love Sensei Garmadon. Good stuff. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. Maybe the I have no son is just some kind of a messed up mental gymnastics or whatever that my brain did. Who's to say? Americans, after making daylight savings, thinking they invented time travel. Time travel! I see this as an absolute win. Daylight savings is dumb. Changed my mind. Let's answer one more question before we wrap things up today, folks. Let's get one more question in the chat, and then we will conclude today's stream. Yeah, what's your guys' favorite Garmadon line? Drop some good Garmadon lines in the comments before we end off today's stream. But let's get one more question in here. Let's get a question that I've never answered before. How about that? A solid question that we can end on that I have not answered before in past or prior streams. Let's see what we can do. Have a couple more minutes left. Maybe we could make something out of it. All right. Well, I mean, that question's kind of cool. Might be able to answer that. How do I think Harumi will react when she sees Garmadon? Same deal with Mr. E, since they were part of the same group / organization. I was kind of thinking about that. With Mr. E, I think if he and Garmadon face off at all, Garmadon's going to have like this type of line where he's like, oh, I've killed you once before, Mr. E, I'll do it again, or something like that. Probably not exactly like that, because that execution is probably pretty terrible. But, I think Garmadon will react pretty interestingly towards Mr. E. Not sure how Harumi would react to seeing Garmadon on the side of the good. Maybe that will eventually convince her to, go back to the light, maybe. Make Harumi good again. Maybe. Who's to say? In terms of Mr. E and Harumi, I don't know. They really didn't interact all that much during season 8 and season 9, from what I can remember. They didn't really have any significant lines together, but you know, I imagine they will probably recognize each other at the least, right? Let's read through some Garmadon lines quick before we conclude today's stream. What do you guys got for me? What do you want? Absolutely nothing. When you took my son, all bets are off. You were always his favorite. Yeah, and he makes that weird little pointy thing with his Lego claw hand. Ugh. Fun stuff. Garmadon is fantastic. I was bitten by a snake, and the snake was bitten by a spider, and then the snake bit me. How Garmadon got his forearms confirmed. All right, guys, that'll pretty much conclude it for my stream here today. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. And as always, I will provide you guys with some daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. Kind of just bonked the microphone there. Apologies for that. A little bit of negative ASMR for you guys today. But yeah, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my stream here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get some hugs in the chat, people. Let's get some hugs. It's about that time for the hugs. I will give you guys 6 hugs, 1 for each ninja. Right? There you go. That's 6 from what I can recall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 6. Good stuff. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will catch you guys tomorrow, same time for another stream. And obviously, we will just play out the week as we see fit. Friday will be an excellent stream because we will have a pretty long trivia contest on Friday, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this stream here today. You guys have been awesome as always. Thanks for being a fantastic audience. And I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.